Aloha kako. Hello everyone. It's time for another hula move, and I thought it would be nice to have a little bit of a history lesson this time. We have learned 8 moves. So we have the kaholo, the ami, the hela, the uehe, the kavelu, the kalakaua, the ka'o, and the ami onui, or the figure 8. So we have 8 moves. And I thought it'd be nice if you learned a little bit more about hula and the culture. So hula is broken up into 2 actual types. There's hula kehiko, which is ancient, so it is done more with uli or chants. It's more traditional, I guess you would say. Hula awana is modern, and it is done more with mele or songs. And it is, I often used to get scolded because we would be doing a hula kahiko, which is more traditional, which is more straight arms, very exact. And I would do more awana, which is the graceful waving of my hands. Hula is very specifically Hawaiian. So it often is paired with other Polynesian dances that are associated with things like Samoa, Tahiti, Fiji, Tonga, or Maori, but hula is very specifically Hawaiian, and it is something that ties Hawaiian people or anyone who wants to practice it into the spirit of aloha. It is telling our stories, which are our histories. Traditionally, Hawaiians didn't have their culture written down, and so how we told our stories about our gods or our people or the ocean was through hula, because that is how we told our story. So it's a very large part of our culture. And in 1820 we had missionaries come to the island of Hawaii, and they banned hula dancing, and the monarchy at the time agreed to it. So from 1830 to about 1874, hula was actually banned. Hawaiians still practice it in private, but it was very much not allowed. And in 1874, King David Kalakaua, our last king, actually brought back hula and nurtured it and made it a vital part of our culture again. And this was followed through with his sister, Queen Liliuokalani, who ruled after him. They became very keen to bring Hawaii into the modern age while also remembering our culture and our traditions, which was lovely. It so much so that there is now a hula competition called the Merry Monarch, and it's been going since 1964, so quite a bit. And it is done every spring, and it is absolutely amazing. If you get the chance, you can look at some of the YouTube. It's M-E-R-R-I-E, Monarch. But it is in honor of King David Kalakaua, who brought back this wonderful, wonderful dance. And I highly suggest you watch it. The halaus are all, halau is school. So the schools come and compete, and they're all amazing and wonderful, and they do compete in the different categories, which are usually kahiko and awana, and men and women's, it's usually divided up. So halau is school, kumu is teacher, and typically before you would start a class, your kumu would say ho'omakaukau, which means are you ready? And you would typically reply with I, which means yes. So I would say ho'omakaukau to you now. You would say I. So I have some dances that we can practice. They're a little bit more advanced, but they're really fun once you get the hang of them. So you're welcome to try them out, or you can just watch me make a fool out of myself, whichever you prefer. Or you can use this time to practice any of those other 8 dance moves. But ho'omakaukau, I. Let's get started. So the first one that I have is called the ki'i vai vai. It's kind of a combo of, do you remember our hela? So we have our hela and we have our uehe, right? So the ki'i vai vai is your hands follow your feet. And so it goes 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock, back, uehe. And then you do it on the other side. So elbows are nice and straight. Hands are right here on your chest. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, uehe. 1, 2, 3, uehe. And typically it's done fairly fast. So if you do it up to speed, and this is a kahiko move. Hela, uehe, this are more kahiko. So the next fun one I have for you is called the kui. It looks aggressive, but it's really fun. So you're gonna go at more of an angle, at a kind of a angle. And it's really, your hand is gonna be picking up your foot, and your foot is gonna be sweeping across your other leg. It sounds confusing, but I will show you. So it goes like this. It's a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. So typically you go back, you don't go forward. And when you go back, you would typically kolo to come back. So, one more time. Remember, you are picking up your foot and sweeping it. So it is a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then kolo forward. I really like that. Okay, so another dance that I like, but I actually don't know the name to. It's kind of like a kavelu, right? Similar. But this one, normally you would have your kumu, and they would tell you huli, which means turn. So if you're ever in Hawaii and you see huli huli chicken, it means turn, turn chicken. It's rotisserie chicken because it turns and turns. So huli would mean turn, and how that looks is a bit different for this one. And keep in mind that your head is supposed to always follow the direction that you're going. So right now I am facing forward. So when I turn, my head is supposed to follow that direction. So I'll show you what it looks like and what I mean. So if we're doing this, typically a kumu would say huli, turn, huli, huli, and huli. I like it because I get to twirl around. But there are other complicated ones that you've already kind of seen. So for example, the ami, right, our nice simple ami. You can also have what's called a floor ami. So you would come all the way down, all the way back up. And your hips are supposed to move the whole time. Really fun. For the ka'u, remember this one? There's a ka'u that is also a level change. So you would come up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. So those are some of the more advanced ones. There's the hela and the uehe combined to the lele uehe. So those are some fun ones you can try out. And tune in next week, and we're going to start working on our hand movements. Have a great day.